Sophia Labano, and this is your Pro-Life Weekly Update. Today I'm joined by Nicholas Kohler, SFLA Club President. Hi Nicholas, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
So my name is Nicholas Kohler. I'm a sophomore. I am studying computer science and I have a minor in philosophy as well. So I became club president this past year, and so far it's been a hectic year, but God's been good. He's definitely been leading us in the direction which He desires us to go.
That's
and
awesome.
It's been a beautiful journey.
Oh, good. Well, I'm so glad you're here to join us today. We've had several developments in pro-life news this week, and the first comes from Colombia. So would you be able to explain the story as what's going on there?
Yes, so all of us are used to the story of Roe v. Wade and how that applies to the U.S. and allows for unlimited access to abortion for all 9 months. This does about the same thing. Just like Roe v. Wade, it is not according to law. It just decriminalizes abortion, and this was done by what was the Supreme Court for Colombia, and it decriminalizes abortion up to 6 months.
Mm. How should Catholics and pro-lifers respond to this?
I think that helping people to become aware of these things that are happening would be a great start, encouraging those brothers and sisters in Colombia to stand up for life, as we have been striving to do here in the United States.
Absolutely. It seems like you had to kind of dig for that story in order to find it. And another story that you and I were talking about is this vote that is happening on Monday. Can you elaborate on what we should be expecting?
Yes, so the United States Senate this Monday will be voting on the Women's Health Protection Act. This act is designed to cut down all abortion anti-abortion laws, so all regulations of abortion. Not only that, but it also cuts down more common sense regulations of abortion to prevent coercion, such as ultrasound laws, the parental consent and notice laws, and laws of that nature. So this is a very comprehensive act which would basically put Roe v. Wade into law, because they have realized that Roe v. Wade is on the chopping blocks, or at least that's the hope, with the Dobbs versus Jackson case.
Interesting. How should we respond to something like this?
So the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, they released a way to message your senators. So we're advertising this on our chats, and we're looking for other forms of advertising it to people on campus. So just remain aware of this and to look it up so that you can also use this to message your senators. So yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I heard about this story. Would you say that there's probably some sort of block going on and not?
Yes, so I think that especially with the issue with Ukraine right now, they're using that as a block, as you mentioned, because of the fact that if you go search Google or Bing, I did this earlier today, if you search Google or Bing, they will not show you, under the all section, they will not show you any reference to this Senate bill. They only refer to the House bill. There's several references to that, but there's no reference to the Senate bill. You have to search directly under the news section to get, it's on the first couple of posts, for as long as you search under the news section. However, if you search under the all section, unlike most things have several news articles which pop up. This has none.
Wow, that's fascinating. Are there any other stories this week that we should be looking out for in the pro-life world?
Yeah, so West Virginia, Arizona, and Florida are all passing. They're all passing laws, or at least they're working towards the passing of these laws, which will reduce abortions to, I believe, 15 weeks.
Okay.
So all of these are structured after the Mississippi case, which is the one which everyone talks about these days, the Dobbs versus Jackson case.
Right.
So if that case gets overturned and the Women's Health Protection Act fails, then we'll be seeing a lot more restrictions on abortion, which every life saved is it's worth it.
Yeah, we need to keep fighting for sure. Do you have any advice for people on campus on how we can stay aware of things like this?
I recommend that you constantly monitor the news sources. because although there's many pro-abortion news sources, you can still glean truth from them with regards to what is happening. And in addition to that, there's also several pro-life news sources, so especially look for those pro-life sources. Fox News, yes, they have their own preferences with regards to politics and things of that nature, but they still have a section on abortion. LifeSite News is another good one. Students for Life of America blog, Live Action News is another one. March for Life doesn't post as much, but they still post several upcoming news segments as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the recommendation. Recommending to everybody watching to check that out as well. Thank you. We always have our guests end our segments with Stay Blank, Steubenville. So what would be your message to all of Steubenville?
I would say stay pro-life, Steubenville.
Thank you so much, Nicholas, for coming in to join us. I'm Sophia Labano, and you stay pro-life, Steubenville.